strapped into the pedals of my bike, my coach pushing me onto the track, 2 rivals lined up to my left, 3 to my right. I know my rivals, and I know my tactics. The German, the reigning world champion, has a fierce kick. I have to be ready to follow him when he accelerates. The Malaysian and the Colombian will finish strongly. I sit behind them as we all follow the Derny, the electric motorbike that controls the pace for the first 6.5 laps before leaving us to fight it out. Round we go. Everything as I expected. 2 in front, 3 behind. Round goes the Derny, picking up speed. 50 kilometres an hour now, and as it drives off the track, the German is hammering past. I get out of the saddle and give it absolutely everything I have, because I need to get on his wheel, otherwise, bang! The restart gun has fired. Gas all round. Riders slowing, looking at each other, looking up at the big screens at either end of the arena. This doesn't happen often. This doesn't happen unless there is something wrong, unless a rider has gone past the rear wheel of the Derny before we are meant to, getting a jump on his rivals, almost false starting the final 2.5 lap showdown. Someone must have done it, because they don't fire the restart gun in the Olympic final on a whim. But who?
Hands to my face. They looked to be going too fast, too early. Riders right up on the Derny and Jason shouldering his way to the front. Heart pounding, staring at the big screen. Not now, please. Not when everything has been so flawless. When he's got the form and the legs. When we are so close.
Riding round, trying to keep my face and body language from betraying any emotion. I don't think it's me. I wouldn't make such a mistake. Certainly not in an Olympic final, would I? The bigger the battle, the more intense the pressure, the calmer I feel. And then, as I watch the replay on the big screen, it hits me. This is far too close for comfort.
I stare at that big screen with a sick feeling in my guts. Jason looks out. I watch again. It's so hard to tell. It could be Jason. It could be the Malaysian. But it could be both. And it has to be someone, or why else would they fire the gun? Our British cycling coaches are rushing over to the officials. Arguments and gesticulations. Jason's mum not looking in the first place, and now pushing her head even lower in her lap. Millions back home, hands on mouths, waiting and wondering and still waiting. And me in the middle of the track, watching Jason pedalling slowly round the pale brown polished boards, powerless to do anything about it. Waiting and wondering and thinking, is that it? Is it over?
1. Reality bites. We spend our lives turning left. Left onto the first bend, left into the back straight, left into the final banking, left into the home straight. Round and round, day after day, lap after 250-metre lap. Glamour? There's no glamour. Not in the long hours and fallow years between Olympics. Not in training sessions designed to push your body further than it wants to be pushed. In gym sessions when you squat and try to stand with 2.5 times your own body weight on your shoulders. In laps ridden so hard that you fall off your bike and throw up everything that's inside your stomach, and a fair amount of stuff you didn't even know was in there. This has been my life since my early teens, and Laura's life from younger still. If you're not an Olympic athlete, the point where you start puking during your working hours is the point where you go home and have a few days in bed. For us, it comes as a strange kind of relief. You come off the track and think your head is going to explode. Your helmet feels like it's stopping your breathing. Your skin suit feels as if it's crushing you from the outside in. You rip off that armour and suddenly, left vulnerable, human once again, your body responds. Except, it's not like throwing up after drinking, or with a stomach virus. When you throw up from physical exhaustion, it's like someone's flicked a switch. It's an emotional release, as if all of your demons have come out in your vomit. It almost feels good. So broken can you be sometimes that you lie on the ground with your feet up in the air, trying to get some blood to flow to your brain. Except there's no position you can find that can make you feel better. You try sitting in one of the plastic chairs on the infield inside the track, and you think, this chair is the most uncomfortable chair in the world. So you lie on the floor, and sometimes that's the best thing to do, to curl up into a ball and hope it all goes away.